Greetings, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me this morning at the time of the full moon. It is going to be full moon in an hour, I believe. I came here very early this morning, in the middle of the night. But it took a very long time to get this fire going because the wood, I had only collected it yesterday and dried it overnight, so it was still quite wet inside. But now we have this beautiful fire, and it is full moon in Leo, so it's all about the fire. And you know, Leo is the storyteller sign, and we all have our stories. And today I'd like you to think about which story or stories are the ones that you want to share with the world. What are the stories that would inspire others, that inspire you? Because sometimes we get caught up in negative stories and negative beliefs, and these are not very conducive to our growth, to our well-being, to the world. And it's up to us to change those. So today, as I coaxed my fire into being and drummed and I released some of my childhood trauma that I associate with campfire. A time in my life when I was 9 and we were making campfires to burn documents and things that we didn't want the government to take after we escaped from our country. So not the happiest of campfires. And during that time in my life, was the second time in my life actually, I experienced soul loss. A part of my soul was lost. And today I recalled it into my body. This video was going to be for my sound healing channel, but it seems that maybe it is destined for my healing journeys channel. Well, if that's the case, then maybe it's time for an update. There's been a lot going on. I've been going through a lot of healing. Also a lot of loss. A lot of loss and a lot of new things. If you follow me on Sound Journeys, you'd know that I lost my best friend Erika on January 5th. After a year-long illness, and this was obviously extremely difficult for me, for her family, for all those that loved her, and there were a lot of people that loved Erika. She was really a special person. And for me, though, there was some healing in the whole process. Healing around the fact that I could process my grief while she was still with us. And I did not have this opportunity when my dad passed when I was a child, which was sudden. And it was always extremely difficult for me that I didn't get to say goodbye to him. Didn't get to tell him I loved him. And so with Erika, I spent a lot of time making sure she knew I loved her. And I feel like both our hearts really healed and opened in amazing ways that my heart had not been open before, and I don't think her heart was open like that before. She was getting closer to passing. She lost the ability to speak, but her spirit and her heart were open and expanding, and it was in some ways a gift. There were a lot of things that happened during that time, a lot of beautiful confirmations, a lot of messages I received. I knew when she was going to pass, and I knew when I was going to see her, and those were very comforting. And then as she was passing, I felt her presence very strongly, and I still do, and it's a blessing. I feel like she's with me all the time now, and that's a beautiful thing. And I also feel her telling me to write, to focus, because one of the things that happened was Erika was also a writer, and she didn't get to, she did start her writing, but she didn't get to write all the things she wanted to write. Excuse the airplane. And I think her wish is for me to write the things that I'm supposed to write. And I actually feel that way about my dad too. I think my dad had a lot to say that he didn't get to say. So I'm dedicating my dissertation and my future book to them, my dad and Erika. Interestingly, they both passed in their mid-40s and left children behind that need love and nurturing. And I'm glad that Erika's children are receiving the love and nurturing that they need, that I unfortunately didn't receive when my dad passed. Yeah, so around the time of Erika's passing, there were lots of new healing opportunities for me that I feel like her soul has been facilitating a lot of things for me since that time, during that time and since. So I learned a new healing method from our mutual friend Whitney. who I had known for almost a decade, not well, but I had worked with her previously, but we really connected. She also was there with Erika a lot. And yeah, as I lost Erika, and interestingly, I kind of lost a few other friends as well. They didn't die, but I mean, our friendship kind of, has faced some challenges, and even though we still care about each other, we're less connected, and I was sad about this, but I also have connected to some other new beautiful friends, and Whitney's one of them, and Anna, who came to my sound healing in the fall, and we really connected. We're going on a little trip this weekend. And recently I met an amazing woman, Zuzana, who is from my country, and I never meet people from my country. And it was just this instant bond between us. We came to the same breathwork session, and she said that she was drawn to me, and we really connected. I feel we are going to be very close friends. So I'm really grateful for these things. There have also been a lot of new opportunities that are arising for my sound healing work. People who want me to play for their events. So I'm grateful for that taking off. It is taking off. Slowly, like this fire. A lot of groundwork, but when the time comes, the fire burns. And I guess my message today is really to just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't lose faith, don't lose hope, and things will happen. Things will happen in the divine timing, which may be quite different from the timing that we wished for. But we just have to be open and flow with things, and not block them, not insist on things. But be open to them happening. Well, thank you for watching this impromptu update. Yes, I wish you a beautiful full moon in Leo. May you find opportunities to tell and share your stories in this season, and connect to your creativity. Leo is a very creative sign. Creativity, love, fire, passion. May they all come to you. Thank you for watching.